जय श्री माता जी। Let us all bow down to Shri Mataji, raise our Mother Kundalini and put Bandhan. Let us recite Shri Ganesh Mantra.
Shri Nirmala
Let us place both our hands on Mother Earth. Shri Mataji, kindly grant us the permission to meditate at your lotus feet. Shri Mataji, kindly bring us into complete balance. Shri Mataji, kindly give us the stability and balance in our personality. Let us bring our attention in our Sahasrara. Both hands back in our lap. Let us now listen to Shri Mataji's speech.
So she is born out of the Guru principle. And this Guru principle starts working in you when you have this Lakshmi principle awaken you. Not money, I am not saying money. It's the Lakshmi principle. When you start thinking, what sweet thing I should give to another. When you start thinking, what should I do for others? You have to be extremely sweet, soft, not dry people. How to express my love? So first thing is, as the sea spreads its wings and says, all right, let the sun take away my water. Let me boil. Let it become the clouds. In the same way, you people have to understand that unless and until I allow the sun, that's the spirit, to evaporate this water from me, means to give to others, how will I develop this Guru principle within myself? You cannot have salt in the sea water unless until you evaporate it. So you cannot become a Guru unless and until you allow the evaporation of this water, of this wealth, the money that you have. But if you are not matured enough, like the sea, then you will remain at a level that, like mad, collecting all the muck of the world and ultimately end up in some lunatic asylum. Because all maryadas are lost, all dharma is lost. Without Guru principle, how can you have dharma? You do not think of anybody else. You do not even think of your father, mother, or anyone. You don't think of your collective work. You don't think of the world. That's too much. So you become small, 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 small. But when this Lakshmi Tattva starts, that's the first inkling of love. Love for others. I know you all love me very much. But it's not complete reflection of your mother. You have to love each other and share everything with each other with love. Then this first light of love, Lakshmi, starts showing in you. In that light, when you move, become very deeply generous. Enjoy your generosity. But I've seen before Sahaja Yoga, people don't care for their children, don't care for their wives, don't care for anything. Either they go to the pubs or they have other women kept or something like that. But after Sahaja Yoga, like a pendulum, they move to the other extreme. Then their wife is the most important. Even if she's a bhoot, anything, she's the most important thing. Then the children, like hawks, they grab their children, their wife, their house, their things. To them then becomes, this is the main duty. Mother has said we should have good families. But I didn't say that you become slaves of your families. I don't say you break your families. But don't crush them with your narrowness. Let them grow. Let them open out. So from one extreme to another extreme you move. You have to come in the center. So this love has to start showing itself, manifesting itself in all humility. You are doing it for yourself, you are not doing for others. If I am trying to help somebody with money, I am trying to help myself because I can't bear that person in trouble. So no obligation. And I do it secretly. I don't want to talk about it because I'm enjoying it secretly. I'm enjoying myself. I'm not enjoying the idea that I'm doing this for others. But just for myself. So the ego part that is within us, which is more bloated with money. When you can pick out a man who has money, there are stand off from others, they different, Then you think, is he coming from lunatic asylum? No, he's very rich. They look as if they are from lunatic asylum, but they are no, they are rich people, very rich. They stand in a angular way, look at others in an angular way. Very stupid people. So this is what we have to understand, that we have come out of one kind of a nonsense, we should not jump into another. And we should see that we are here for Sahaja Yoga. We are specially chosen for Sahaja Yoga. We have to work out Sahaja Yoga and nothing else. All our family, all our household, everything is nothing but Sahaja Yoga because we are dedicated. That we are deeply into it. So all these questions I find, women dominating men, men dominating women, will all disappear. The moment you decide that we have to awaken Mahalakshmi principle within us, And the Mahalakshmi principle is the principle where you start seeking the truth and nothing else. But how can you seek the truth without any light in your hand? It's not some sort of an abstract thing or just a drama. Oh, I'm seeking the truth. With my eyes closed and with darkness in my hand, I'm seeking the truth. How can you take to Mahalakshmi principle unless and until the Lakshmi principle is embedded? Unless and until you feel that love for each other, you have felt that love, you have expressed that love, you have been generous, you have been enjoying the generosity of your own, then only you can rise up to that principle of Mahalakshmi, which is the spiritual principle. And this spiritual principle has been established within us by penances of all the deities, if you see. See, look at Sita. She was born a daughter of a great king, married in a family who was so rich. And she had to go in the jungles without even shoes, and she had to starve herself for our sake. And then, with all this, she suffered. Without any comfort, she lived, and then was attacked by this horrible Ravana. She lived with him and kept her chastity and purity. And then she came out of that ordeal and she created this Mahalakshmi principle to begin with. Why did she do it? She should have succumbed to this Ravana and should have enjoyed. I mean, normally people would do that. Why did she suffer so much? Because she had a nobler life to lead for our sake. She had to do that ordeal for our sake. And she did it. So she was the first incarnation, we can say, of Mahalakshmi principle. You see her background, and from where to what she went. Sakshat Mahalakshmi had to go through all these things to show us that if you want to have the Mahalakshmi principle within you, then what sort of a woman you should be. That's the first. We have seen her in it. Then who came afterwards? Then her is Radha. Radha came, Radha. Ra is energy, Dha is the one who has sustained, is Radha. If you see her life, all her life, she worked out our Kundalini, Rasa. Full of sweetness, full of beautiful generosity. She danced and danced and danced. Her feet used to pain when Sri Krishna used to rub them. And she didn't go with Sri Krishna. When he became the king, she said, you go. That's all right. I have to still work out Mahalakshmi principle among the Gopas and Gopis. She stayed back in a small place. But how much surrender she was to Sri Krishna. How much surrendered she was to the work of Virat. That she knew I have to work out the Virata's work. And she stayed back. There are so many beautiful stories about her. So the second penance of the Mahalakshmi we know in Radha. Then the third one came as the mother of Christ. She gave her child to be crucified. But we just introspect ourselves. How much we are attached like hawks on our children. If anybody says anything to the children, people don't like. I've got reports from Switzerland that if anybody says anything to the children, the parents don't like it. No. Nobody should say anything to their children. Here she gives her child to be crucified for the emancipation of humanity. I can't even look at the cross. While we are so much attached to our children, what are we teaching them? Are we teaching them any sacrifices? Are we teaching them any sharing? Are we teaching them any tolerance? Are we teaching them forgiveness? On the contrary, if anybody says anything to the child, we don't like. Leave alone crucifixion, leave alone even little punishment. The child has now become the biggest ordeal for Sir Yogis. I can tell you, I can see it so clearly. The attachment to children is so great in the West that I am surprised. Everybody gets children, what's so great about it? The greatness is what kind of children you are. Tomorrow these children, please move the child that side, don't do that, get out. Please get out and don't do that in the lectures. I don't like women standing here moving their carts and things. Show some respect. Can you do that in a church? Something, you see, sometimes I do not understand. That a certain protocol also women don't understand. Please take the child out and don't keep the thing here. Go out. Please tell her. You don't take your perambulators in the churches, do you? Where there is no Adishakti city. Because the principle is main is your own child. It's grabbing you, I tell you. It's grabbing you, your children are grabbing you, and you are grabbing them. So, we must understand. Are we allowing our children to grow big? Are they generous? Are they saints? Are they beautiful? How do they talk to us? Are they confident? Tomorrow they are going to be the leaders of Sir Yogis. Like Shivaji's mother, like Jijamata. How she made the son great. It's the mother who makes the children great. And if she wants all the time to sort of grab the child and the child to grab the mother, then it is suicidal. Suicidal for you and suicidal for the children. What have we done about our children? It's duty of every Sir Yogi to see that their children grow. Grow as great people. Greater than you. They have to look after the world. If you spend time with your children, see that you mold them, you nourish them with love, and tell them that they should give love to others. That they should behave in such a manner that everybody should feel that love. Otherwise, they will become devils. Like Ravana. Ravana was a realized soul and spoiled by his mother, became a devil. If you don't want your children to be devil, first of all understand that they are not your children, they are my children, under your trust. And you are not to make your children dwarfies and smalls. This is a new temptation I find in Sahaja Yoga people are developing. So be careful. I wanted to warn you because we have to make our children like lights. Light burns for others, not for itself. We talk of lights, Diwali, all right, what? These lights are burning for others every moment. Do we learn from them? Are we burning for others? Are our children going to burn for others? We are making them so selfish. So thousands and thousands of children are going to come. And even when they are born, realized, I have seen you spoil them. I mean, if you take a diamond and put it in a gutter, it will be lost. Just like that. Even if you have the best children, you can ruin them by this kind of stupid idea that that's my child, this is mine. Expose your children to good things. Tell them what is good. Tell them how to be good to others. Tell them to look after them. Tell them how to press the feet of others, how to comb the hair, how to give food to others. Teach them. Let them carry little trays and feed others. To the birds. Let them give water to the flowers. Don't make them small. Some of the children are really dynamic, great saints born to you, but you are ruining them, and I have to warn you about it. That in Mahalakshmi Tattva, if you have to now give it to them, please remember that all these great incarnations of Mahalakshmi had to go through such ordeal. So what is the incarnation of Mary teaches us? Many people say, oh, what was Mary after all? She was just nothing. Look at the incarnation of Mary. What does she teach us? We are supposed to be Christians. We are supposed to be Hindus. Suppose. What do they teach us, these Mahalakshmi principles? The last Mahalakshmi principle came as Fatima. Fatima, the Mahalakshmi, she stayed at home. She didn't show off. She was not the one who went out, stayed at home, looked after her household, looked after her children and made them two great warriors. Her children and her husband. They fought for the right. They fought for the truth. She was a Grihalakshmi. I'm sometimes very much amazed also that if you see the television, a child is lost. It's the mother who speaks, the father does not. He seems more shocked than the mother. Mother is trying to show off because she thinks in the television she'll be seen. She's forgotten her pain, she's forgotten everything. She's the one who's speaking, the father is quiet. He's much more shocked than the mother. It's a common thing you see. Normally, a mother should be shocked. So, what is the principle of Mahalakshmi? Is that first is of sacrifice. Sacrifice their own children. On the altar of truth. Of course, that is not needed in surgery. You are all blessed people. You don't have to sacrifice anything whatsoever. But if you do not develop your children into proper ways, they will hold you responsible. And they will say, why did you not give us a full scope to develop. If you find your child is obstinate, if you find your child is miserly, if you find your child he doesn't know how to share love with others, or dominating, try to curb it down immediately. Children are very clever, extremely clever. The moment they realize that they will lose your love, they behave themselves. So this Mahalakshmi principle has to grow among men as well as in women. We have families now, and this has to work out. That do the whole family, people sit down and meditate. Do we teach our children the proper protocol of Sri Mataji? Like a lady bringing a perambulator in the hall. It's absurd. I mean, can you take a perambulator in the church? This is more than a church. Do you realize whom are you facing? And this is what you have to tell your children. Because this is the greatest time. This is the greatest time when you are here. The greatest time of spirituality, of the complete manifestation of the powers of the goddess. Where your children have to be the real flowers of beauty. Please don't try to cover them up with their souls dying out there under the cover of so-called love from you. So we have now 3 principles of Mahalakshmi that we have seen. And the 4th one is myself. Mine is a much deeper work, much wider, and tremendous patience. It won't work out if I sacrifice anyone. I have to sacrifice myself. I have to sacrifice my family, so-called. I have to sacrifice my sleep, sacrifice comforts, everything possible under the sun. I have to sacrifice for one reason, that your Mahalakshmi Tattva should be manifested. It should have its fruits. So you came to Sahaja Yoga as the seekers of truth, blessed by Mahalakshmi principle already. And if that is so, let us feel. We love our mother. Why? Why do we love? Why do we love her? Because she loves us. But love doesn't mean without any effort, without any work, without any sacrifice. I don't feel the sacrifice. I don't feel at all anything like that. Outwardly, many people say, Mother, how much you are traveling, Mother, how much you are doing this. I don't feel that. Because I enjoy it. And that is what it is important. If we have to develop our full personality, we have to know that our love should not be only a lip service. We have to work. I have seen people, when it comes to working for Sahaja Yoga, they just run away. Where are they? Nobody is available. All are out. Only 5, 6 people are working. But the rest are, oh, they'll only come, Mother, when you will come. What work have you put in? What effort we have put in? We are enjoying ourselves, all right. But enjoyment without any effort, enjoyment without any sacrifice, cannot be complete. If you are attached to your comfort, to your laziness, to your selfishness and all that, of course that will be there. But you cannot enjoy. You cannot enjoy. You will only enjoy when you just care for enjoyment and the rest of it is finished.
Let us recite the three great mantras.
Shri आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्ली साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्षप्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
We thank you, Shrimataji, for blessing us with this beautiful morning meditation. Let us all bow down to Shrimataji, raise our Mother Kundalini and put Bandhan. We will continue with our morning meditation tomorrow morning, same time. Please note that there will be no morning meditation on Thursday, 4th of November. Jai Shri Mataji. you.